Welcome to the RedSeal Cybersecurity Minute. My name is Ray Rothrock, CEO and Chairman of RedSeal. Today I'm here talking with John Stewart, the Chief Security and Trust Officer of Cisco Systems. Let's talk about cybersecurity preparedness. John, how is cybersecurity preparedness like emergency preparedness?
This is what emergency responders do. They drill. And part of, you were talking about effective practices, I talk about them too. One of the things that you can do and most companies can do is become their own adversary. They try and knock themselves over. And it sounds sort of counter-orthogonal or at least almost contradictory to what IT teams want, because they don't want IT systems to go down. But if you attack yourself successfully, that means the hacker could have done it.
So I was at a conference last summer. It was a private meeting with a bunch of CISOs, and out of the 15 companies that were there, only one of them was running drills. It actually stood up exercises, brought a server under duress and let their teams try to find it. Just one out of 15.
It's amazing to me.
Is that typical, or is that
No, it's typical. No, it is typical, and unfortunately what most companies find themselves doing as a drill is an actual event.
Yeah.
It's not good enough. You will be so surprised at the number of things that you're just not ready for, and it's not the time to learn. Do you have a fully running and fully documented and fully tested emergency response function? I think that's really important, especially for big companies, that they go through that constant, what would happen if? Run the tabletop back. You may not have an answer, so you might be just like, I hope that never happens. Yeah. But you'll at least be ready that you've not asked the question the first time if it happens.
Yeah, my experience is you need information, you need to have a plan, and then you need to drill the plan.
That's right.
Yeah.
And frankly, the battle rhythm of going through it multiple times makes you more confident if it's a real life event. Yeah. It's not the first time you're trying to figure out what to do. You know who to call. You've got relationships with the law enforcement community. You know what data you need. You know what your executives need. And that turns out to be even one of the most important things in a crisis, is that you know precisely who needs what information when,
information,
so that they don't ask for more, or they don't have to dive in and drag it out. They feel fully taken care of during the whole thing, and they can leave it up to the incident commanders.
Well, thanks for joining me today, John. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I did too. Always a pleasure to work with you, Ray.